testify to the glory of God, what the Lord did for me. I worked previously as a technical safety engineer with an oil company in the United Kingdom, and for 7 years, I worked tirelessly, putting in everything, 150%, no promotion, no salary review. But people were getting it, and it was painful. Then, due to this time, 2020, during COVID, my friend, Iboro, God bless you, Glory Tommy, Veronica, all of you that used to harass me on Facebook, Instagram, everything, God bless you for sending me the link. So I joined NSPPD prayer in November 2020, and the first time I saw it, I was like, I'm going to stay here. And everything started rolling out regarding my job. Every morning, Pastor Goro would say, you walk like an elephant, you eat like an ant. I was like, that sounds like me. And I keep keying into everything. And he said, there were so many things that came up. And I went, and I just needed that conviction that that place wasn't for me. I went and asked them for a salary review. They said, we don't have a policy for that. I told them, but you reviewed for A and B. Is it because of the color of my skin? They said, no, we don't have a policy. I left it, and I went and applied for a new role. And as God will have it, since the day I made that application, every morning I was getting guidance from the altar. Make the application. It is competitive. There's so many people, but it's not by your mouth, it's not by your knowledge, anything, but it is by the grace of God. And that was how we went through. The job was continued. I understood that about 15 or 20 people applied for it. But to just summarize it, I got the job. And how it happened, Pastor Jerry said, before 12 o'clock Nigerian time, you will get your congratulations. And we had a meeting in the office that day at 12:30. I said, let me quickly go have my lunch in the canteen. I was in the canteen, and around 11:45 or thereabout, I got a call from the company to say, congratulations, you've got the job. I was so excited about the job that I didn't even bargain for salary. I left the other job because of salary. I was so excited because the package was good. I had an old car, and they said they're going to give you an official car. You have to choose what car you want. So you have to choose the spec, everything. That went in, package, everything. And again, Pastor Jerry was praying about global visibility. This job has taken me. This year I've been to South Africa, I've been to the US, Whiting Refinery, I've been everywhere. Now, the recent one that I've got 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm coming here to give this testimony. I developed a training package for the company, and I rolled out, and the recognition I got even tagged the senior vice president of the company. The company I work for is one of the big 5 of the oil and gas company globally. And the senior vice president was tagged in and sent me a congratulation. This is the global visibility that we're talking about. Also, to round it up, in 2021, Pastor Jerry will say women in the 30s, 40s, 50s that wants to get married,
There is a marital grace in this service. So the way you are looking at me, don't miss it. Don't miss it.
So Pastor Jerry said, if you want to get married, put it down, get on your knees, pray. I will casually let me just do it, obey. And this was 2021. I remember specifically, I've forgotten the date. It was second week of October. Pastor Jerry said, it will happen before the year end. And in my bedroom, I was preparing to go to work. I laughed. I said, this is funny. And I'm not even in a relationship. The next thing I heard was, you're saying you're not in a relationship. It will happen within a month. I threw away my phone. I had to check. I was like, is there a CCTV, somebody monitoring me here? But anyway, that was October. On the 25th of November, my husband reached out to me. He called me. That was 1 month after the word was declared. Then on the 23rd of December, he flew in to the UK. We met for the first time, again, after another 1 month. And then he left. He came back to Nigeria. For some reason, he's not decided to go see my family. My family now called me that somebody came here. I said, I know. So, and that was it. The next thing we started talking about marriage. In April, we went to Paris. He proposed to me.
There is a proposal they do in Nigeria, but there is a kind of proposal that they will take you out of your location in the UK and go to a different destination in Paris and kneel down to propose. That is why I said there's a grace for marital. Carry it, carry it.
So that was in April. In May 2021, I came back to Nigeria. We did the introduction. And he was like, let's do the court. Well, I said, no, hold on a bit. It's too fast. He was like, okay. So I had to go back to work and process the whole thing. And I really need to think, because he was working here with an oil and gas in Nigeria. I was in the UK. I was like, I don't want to do this type of relationship. So we prayed about it. And I told him, do you know the commitment involved? He said, yes. He prayed about it. And in August, I came back here. We did our registry. And the following month, he moved to the UK. So what I'm saying is, Pastor Jerry said it will happen in a month, and everything kept building on after 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. And then last year, because we wanted our families to be able to fly in from Canada, US, Nigeria, everybody, we had the blessing last year. In fact, I was the one that delayed it, even though it would have happened in another month. But I want to give God the glory for everything. And I'm giving this testimony. I actually flew in this morning from London against all odds. I'm saying this because I told God, when I got the job, I did a testimony I sent, but I don't know if it was shared. But I told God that I'll have to come here to give this testimony. On Friday, we boarded, taxied, ready to take off, delayed. Oh, there's a technical problem. They did investigation, canceled. And I said, God, I want to be here. And God made it possible. I'm here to testify, just to give glory to God. So I just want to say thank you, Pastor Jerry. Thank you for everything you do.
You just looking like that. If you know you are believing God for your marital settlement, I hide under the grace of my father, Pastor Jerry Eze, our beloved father. Receive your marital settlement. You will be proposed in Pario.